BTN.com senior writer Tom Dienhart is with us now. And Tom, first of all, your reaction to hearing the news about Tracy Claeys today?
I guess not totally shocked, guys, to be honest with you. When he got the job, he got sort of that bizarre 3-year contract with a small buyout. That was with the interim AD best gets. So you sort of thought the university was leaving some wiggle room for this next AD. Sure enough, in May, they hired Mark Coyle from Syracuse. So I kind of think in some ways maybe Coyle, in the end, really wanted his own guy in there.
So you seem to think that this is as much about football as it is about the alleged sexual assault on campus?
Well, that certainly didn't help his cause, without a doubt, Dave. That may have been the proverbial straw that broke the back. In some ways, you would have thought, with the way the team played and responded against Washington State in the Holiday Bowl, maybe Claeys would have been retained. But I think in the end, no doubt that the sexual assault, then, of course, Claeys' public support of the players, certainly did not bode well for him to sort of go against, I'm sure, the wishes of his bosses.
What's your sense of what happens next here, Tom?
And, this is going to be their 5th coach since 2006, I believe, and Glenn Mason got fired, I can't believe it. So 5 coaches in 12 years. What direction do you go? I think I don't want to talk to P.J. Fleck, of course. A guy like Greg Schiano at Ohio State, the defensive coordinator, would interest me as well. I guess somebody said Craig Bull at Wyoming got an extension today, so maybe he's off the table. Head coach North Dakota State, names like that, I think would intrigue me. And Al Golden's another guy maybe I would want to talk to. Al's, I think, working with the Detroit Lions right now, but he did a great job at Temple. I just think he was a bad fit at Miami.
In your mind, what's the formula to win at Minnesota? How do they become the program that they want to be?
Kill had it going there. You guys know that. You have to develop players. There's certain programs in the Big Ten. We all know what they are. They're developmental programs. You have to have a system you believe in, offensively and defensively. You have to recruit to that system and find those 2- and 3-star players that you can develop. And again, Minnesota was on that track with Jerry Kill. The players they found, especially down in Georgia and Florida, was very impressive. So that's what you got to do. You have a coach who has a system that succeeds. He believes in that system and can recruit to that system and find players to fit it.
How do you define success there, Tom? What's the upside for Minnesota?
I think you could be in bowl contention every year there, maybe make a push at the division title every 2 or 3 years. They could have won it sure, but this year if they win at Wisconsin. So, again, I think you can be a consistent 7-win team up there, and maybe if things are hitting right, you have a good quarterback, maybe you can make a push for the division title. Being in the Big Ten West makes that job attractive. We all know, the hill is not that big to climb in the West compared to the East. So, again, I think that makes Minnesota sort of an attractive job, too.
BTN.com senior writer Tom Dienhart. Tom, thanks, as always, for your contributions, and we'll look forward to reading what you have online as well.
Take care, fellas.